Hi guys, welcome to another episode of JJC in Lagos. And I'm yours truly, Tommy Shift. And today I have, please press that thing again, please. Today I have Bolatito weighing 220 pounds. I don't know what you weigh. Yeah, so Tito, excited to have you on JJC in Lagos.
Thanks for having me.
By the way, I've been trying to get this young lady for like ages. Wow. And she's been dodging me here and there.
You should have brought gifts. Bribe me.
Hey,
you know how it works. You know where we are.
So. Anyways, today's episode is titled "What's the Opposite of Japa?" By the way, if you don't know what Japa means, Japa basically means people leaving Nigeria for greener pastures.
Pastures with electricity.
Exactly, and other good things of life. Yeah. So, what's the opposite? If you have a name for what the opposite is, because I have no idea. Maybe Kwada or something. Because I think Japa is a Yoruba word actually. So maybe Kwada or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, what's the opposite of Japa? And I have Tito on today because she is someone who lived abroad. So she has a choice to stay or leave, but she has chosen to stay.
Correct.
And you moved back when?
I moved back October 2020.
2020.
So that was right in the middle of NSARS. Literally the week after was the Lekki toll gate shooting.
Wow.
So it was a crazy time.
And that was the time I was actually thinking of leaving. Like I was like, I'm done with this country.
I'm done. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't plan to move during... Like I didn't plan for NSARS. It was just when if people remember, the Nigerian airspace was closed because of COVID. Yes. So it's like they just opened. As soon as they opened it, I came back.
Wow.
You know, and my parents were home, so I moved back in with them. I had to do 1 week quarantine for COVID. So I just thought, everyone was protesting. I didn't know what was going on. I thought, okay, maybe I'll join once the week is over. Lekki toll gate shooting didn't happen. So it was just a very pivotal time, I feel like, to be in Nigeria. And I was also like, damn, did I come here to die? What is going on? Just crazy time.
Okay, so why did you move back?
That's such a heavy question to me.
I guess it's a long
heavy
story.
because it doesn't quite. It's hard for it to make sense the way people want it to make sense.
Okay. I think, Tito is someone I know, so I think maybe I can help out.
Sure.
Well, I could just say you wanted a career change.
I think there was many things at play. I'm a lawyer. Was working.
Do you know the term when they say "kamadaran lokubai"?
No.
Okay. People usually say in Yoruba once you become a lawyer, they say, "Oh, let's go and start breaking the law." That's the next thing because you're a lawyer.
People have said that to me.
You've got my back in it.
Sure.
So I can go and look for
say
trouble.
So.
I just go and jack up one policeman on the street.
Maybe on your own. Good luck. Good luck to you. That's my guy.
Okay, so go on.
Okay, so I'm a lawyer. So I was working in a corporate law firm.
Any big stash,
big money, cash money. But it was a great experience, but it wasn't the experience for me. Right. I think I knew going into it that this is probably not for me because I'm very creative. I'm a lot more academically oriented, but I wanted to try it out.
Yeah, so I think what you're driving at is career change still.
Career change, but it was life alignment, I think is a better word.
Spiritual. Let's go spiritual.
Because career change could be, you could still be in alignment, but you need to change your career. Right. I was not in alignment in terms of career, in terms of location. So basically when I decided to leave is when COVID happened. So it's I'm quitting my job. I thought just my life was ending, but no, the whole world is ending with me. So it's
right.
If I'm going to go, I may as well. It's go big or go home.
Yeah.
And so it was this moment of, okay, where do I actually want to be as the world is ending around me? And I knew that I wanted to be in Nigeria eventually, but it was why don't I jump now? It's not when I planned, but this may be the time.
So since you came back, how's this experience been? Have you Have you gotten closer to what you had in mind?
I know I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Nice.
I would say that on so many levels. Like, I mean, being in Nigeria, it was a leap to come here, but it's been crazy to see how I've met people who've moved back at the same time.
Okay.
You know, once you have a community, I think it helps a lot.
Also, there's a community of
Yeah.
people who have moved back.
I've met, you're like, where are they? What's their number? I've also lived in different places abroad. So I was born in Nigeria, but I've lived in the UK, went to school in America, Austria. So in many ways, I feel like I've gotten to experience different parts of being abroad. I know what I enjoy and I know what I miss. And I think in many ways that helps being here. That, okay, as opposed to if I was here and you're kind of seeing all these things on Instagram and wishing it's that choice, you know. But then on another level, I think when we moved back to Nigeria when I was in secondary school, that was the first time I'd ever lived that I could remember. And it was a shock. It was very difficult. But one thing it did do, that moving back at that time, was I remember feeling this sense of, I don't like that I was just abroad and things worked. And then now I'm in my own country and things don't work. And people don't get to live this free life that I was living. Meanwhile, I didn't change, but all of a sudden everything around me doesn't work and it's attributed to me. And so I think that experience made me have this feeling of, I can only be as successful in many ways as Nigeria is. If Nigeria is not okay, in some ways, I will always feel it. Some people need to go. Some people, you're better off going for your peace of mind because this country will deal with you. But for those of us who do have a level of stability here, support system, a get out of jail card if things really go down, I think, and if you desire to be here, it's worth considering that maybe it's for a reason. Maybe you've been given whatever you need to be here because somebody needs to be here. And I just feel like the way I've always had that desire in me, and that desire has led me to be here. And I'm happy. I've met great people. And, you know, when you have great people, when you have a routine, when you're doing things that inspire you and make you feel motivated, you can be here. The only thing I'm working on is the money part. So
okay. Need to make that cash
still
money
in that cash money. That's still in the work.
Your community.
Everybody needs to come to terms with what they're meant to do on this earth, and knowing that, and also knowing where you need to be that.
Okay, so bottom line, she moved back, career change, spiritual alignment and all that. Yeah. So you mentioned community. So you have a community.
I have friends.
Wait, you guys are like IJGBs, right?
Some people yes, some people not.
I just got back.
Some, I guess.
You still qualify as IJGB. Because you don't know our ways as much. How Lagosian are you? I think. Have you wait. Have you entered Moloe before?
I've entered
Moloe before.
See your life. I've entered Danfo.
You've entered Danfo?
Yes.
How?
I have.
Where?
What
Why?
Do you mean how? I was with my mom. We went to markets.
Wow.
My mom likes
going
to the
that.
markets. Like,
what's the craziest thing that's happened to you in Lagos?
Okay, I was at a junction and that I was going and then the light turned red. Okay. So I stopped. Wow, big deal, right? And then the lady next to me, like, drives next to me. She's clearly mad. And she now comes in front of me.
Oh, like, why did you stop for the red light?
Yeah, like, why did you stop for the red light? And she was just angry. And I didn't think anything of it. But then the light now turned green.
Okay.
And then she's not going.
Oh,
she drove in front of me and just stopped. And then she didn't go. And then I was horning. And then I think I saw her in her car just clapping. And then I realized, wait a minute, this is intentional.
Yeah.
This lady is stopping so that she can block me and punish me for stopping for the red light. And I was pissed. I was pissed to the level I wanted to get out and
divide dirty slap.
Obviously, I'm like, that's not going to happen. Such a person that can do that, who knows what else she's capable of.
Yeah.
But I was just like, evil. Yeah, evil. But I didn't do anything. So it's just another day in Lagos.
Yeah.
You know, when I first got here, I mean, I guess the story, I don't know, it's kind of crazy that I was on a date. Somebody's friend was there. The friend ended up propositioning me on a date too. You can cut that out.
Wait, sorry, no, cut what out? I'm not cutting anything out. You went on a date with somebody.
I went on a date with somebody.
And the person brought somebody's friend.
He had a friends with him. The friend, one of the friends, I think the friend was definitely married. And it's not like he was looking at me through the night or anything. Okay. But it
was like a hangout date.
It was like a hangout.
Let's hang out.
Yes.
Boys and
but
stuff.
As the night progressed, we're all drinking, good times. He basically mentions that if I'm willing, he can fly me out and we can hang out.
Oh, wow.
In another city.
Why don't I get stuff like that?
Come back to Lagos as a woman. So I was like, wow.
As a man.
So this is how this is how things used to go down in this city of Lagos.
Nice. So guys, you have it there. Someone who just padded.
Okay, we've come up with the word now.
But it's not. It doesn't have a ring to it.
It doesn't have the same. Japa has a.
Like, yo, guy, the Japa man. I don't Japa.
I think also too, because I have also lived abroad. I also know the downsides.
Yeah.
And those are things we don't talk about.
What do you miss the most about
being abroad?
Yeah.
I miss things like being able to take a walk, have like a coffee in your hand, the air is fresh, it's quiet and chill, and you're just walking, and then maybe you see like a cute cafe you can pop in, or a shop, and you can be spontaneous.
Lifestyle.
You know, there's parts of it that are sweet, man.
So you're saying that there's some parts of like abroad that people
the parts that are difficult. Yes, there's parts. Racism. I don't miss that, just that feeling. A lot of Nigerians will get to experience it, like the being the only, but having the only, your skin color symbolize something negative for most people. Having people watch you in the store, having people when you're in school, maybe your children are in school, and for instance, they put my brother in English as a second language class without telling my parents, because they just saw a black boy and just assumed that he doesn't speak English.
An African name.
Yeah. So and that's how people have been found themselves in like a track that will lead them to not be able to apply for certain schools or graduate because they've found a way to silo you and stifle your development. It happens all the time. You know, if we keep it real, as a black woman, even like the way you are perceived, you're seen as like
aggressive,
you're seen as, you know, beauty standards. A lot of people don't consider you to be the standard of beauty, or they fetishize you. You know, that's a reality. So yeah, racism is a thing, and I mean, a lot of people say, what's my own, let me just work. But you find that yes, you can work and ignore it, but those things show up even in the next generation. Your kids will start to feel it. So those are things. The feeling of it can be lonely if you don't have the right support system abroad. You know, and more Nigerians are going abroad, so you know you can tap into that. I think living abroad, it's not just like you show up and it's promised land. I also know people who never left, and you find that in the age of Japa, those who either stay or choose to come back, it's usually for a reason. So they're kind of a special type of person, and I'm just enjoying meeting those people. Yeah.
But then again, a lot of times, people who come back that are Nigerian, I guess we could classify y'all as people who've had opportunity, you know, belong to a higher class, maybe second class, upper, you know, middle class.
I love how you're
middle class, but the higher, you know, side of middle class. So you guys have like some advantage, and I'm sure your network is a very rich. I'm not talking.
I mean, I think resourceful. I think is a better word, because it's not always.
I'm sure you have
people's privilege doesn't always translate to actual financial wealth, but I think yes, I do have a pretty resourceful network. Maybe privileged network.
Exactly.
In many ways, is that a best?
So I think you guys who come back, tend to get the best of opportunities?
That is
Especially with your qualifications
that's
as well.
a different dimension
If you
to
had to
it.
look for a job in a law firm, maybe you.
Yes.
I mean, you probably have to go to law school here, and then
I completely,
good job.
completely agree. Like that's a real thing, and it's a very unfortunate thing.
Why is it unfortunate?
No, I think it's unfortunate because there's also you also have great, talented people who went to Nigerian universities, who've been there their whole life, and yet don't get seen in the same light as someone who came from abroad, who then have to maybe take a master's abroad just to legitimize the knowledge they already had. You know, so I do think it's unfortunate.
I think it's more of like the network, like the quality of the network.
It's also sometimes network.
So you now, for instance.
Yes, I do have a strong...
I'm sure you have a strong network.
I do. Even though what
I would rather
I'm doing...
employ you because I know that, like, let's say it's a marketing role. I'd employ you because I know you are likely to know someone who knows someone that can get a connection for the business to grow.
Yes.
So it's just life. It's just the way life
real.
is.
It's real.
Yeah. But I heard of someone. Okay, I have a friend in London who she says she has a friend who's living in Nigeria and working on a remote job.
There are a lot of people like that too.
And you know,
those people are winning. Those people, if you can keep your job, if you can keep your job abroad and making dollars and pounds here, you are winning. I'm not one of those people. I somehow decided to go and work for the federal government. So I am not one of those people.
Okay.
But if you are one of those people, you are winning.
You're winning, yeah.
You know.
So yeah, that's good. Yeah, so great. So Tito, when are you going to... I know you have, like, my network. I'm trying to work on my network right now. My network, like, if I want to raise 100 million naira, I need like 10 guys that can drop 10 them.
Yes.
I can't count 10 guys that can drop 10 them right now.
Yes.
You probably can. So when are you going to link me up to your network of IJGBs?
Network of IJGBs.
You know, that's stashed dollars and pounds somewhere. Because I have a lot of startup ideas. So
are you going to bribe me?
I'm looking for co-founders.
The thing is that with Lagos, I think Nigerians, yes, can be very standoffish.
Okay.
But so when you are now open and...
Tito is just telling me stories. People. She doesn't want to.
I'm telling you what it is.
That is what I want.
There's places to go. Go.
It's your own connection.
I'll introduce you to the people I know.
That's what's up.
I've invited you to places and you've turned me down. So that's lying. The tea.
She's lying.
So if you want to come,
she invited me to a friend's birthday.
Yes.
That's like Moja.
It would have been chill. It was like a house party. It was like a games night.
I don't
the
like
next games night I will invite you.
Oh, games night. Hey, yes, that's much
But
better.
It was like a games night.
Wait, so what are the things you do in Lagos for fun?
Yes.
Because I missed that out. What are the things you do for fun in Lagos? Games night?
Games night.
What else?
I go...
Beach? You're not a beach person?
I think I am. I just haven't been to the beach a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So games night. What about parties?
Parties, yeah. I think I'm a party.
Yeah, a party girl.
But parties, I mean, weddings, like
weddings. Okay.
Who doesn't love wedding after party in Lagos?
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've been to salsa. They have like salsa classes. Okay. That's been cool, and I met some people from that. Okay. I want to do more of that though.
What about food wise?
Food wise, I love eating. Brunch is my favorite meal. You can bribe me sometime.
Brunch. Okay.
I like trying new restaurants. Or even just when I work, I like to work at cafes, and that's also a great way to meet people. I've met a few people from just...
Oh, these coffee people. I don't know. Coffee
it's
and
the vibe. It's the vibe.
I've never been
You can get Coke if you want. You don't have to get coffee. But I just like the vibe.
Oh,
and then you can get that too. You can get that. You can just be chill, and like I've met people just from sitting at the same table.
Oh. Well, you're a lady now.
You can.
Guys, hello.
No, it's not just guys. Mostly ladies I've met. Yeah.
Guys know they come to guys for when you are sitting by yourself. No guy will come out.
Guys. Oh, can I borrow the outlet? Are you using the outlet? Thanks.
Okay,
but by the way, what do you do? Okay. Cool. Like it's those kinds of things. And when you smile and you're willing to kind of maybe it's different for guys.
Us, we don't smile,
but maybe when you're chill, you're down to earth, you know, just by the way, what do you do? I don't know how guys.
Okay, so wait, food wise, do you feel like you've been starved? Because now we have amala and all those things, all the burgers and stuff, that mac and cheese that you've always had. Do you have them here?
I think it's about finding the places that can do that. I have found some places that at least satisfy some of those cravings. Nice.
Okay.
Should I mention a place?
No, you can just say the types of food that, you know.
Like, I think, you know, for instance, it's hard for me. I think people may fight me, but that's my opinion. It's hard to find a good burger in Lagos.
Damn.
Yeah, fight me. Okay, buy me a burger if you say it's good, and then Chicken we'll talk. A beef burger. It's hard, but then I found one place that does it pretty well, that I like it. So it's like, okay, if I crave a burger, I'll go to that place.
Okay.
I know if I'm craving pizza, I know where I'll go. Right. You know, but then once those cravings have subsided, I can have amala. I have rice, or, you know. So I just feel like, you know, there's enough out there to satisfy what you're looking for. Okay. Now we have Burger King, we have we have Cold Stone. We just there's variety, and I love finding new places in Lagos. Who are, you know, the foods that you enjoyed before. You find out we have a lot here. You know, I always say that.
Well, I beg to differ, because
you are a hater.
Let me tell you why.
You are a hater.
When I was in London.
When you were in London.
When I was in London. I had the opportunity to try so many different cultures, like food.
You would be surprised that they're here too. They're just expensive.
Is it like?
They're expensive. No,
I just feel like
we have
fake.
Thai, we have Chinese, we have Jamaican, we have
Vietnamese.
We probably have Vietnamese. We have Indian. Yes, we have Middle Eastern food. We have Italian. We have Spanish. We have
where all these things are.
I can show you the restaurants. You don't believe. We have Mexican. We have many different options. You just have to have that spirit of adventure, even in Lagos. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Tito. So that's all you do for fun? Games night, house parties,
eat. I watch movies.
Wedding parties, Owambears.
You make me sound like I'm just a turn-up chaser. I'm just out.
Ashwebi, you know.
I watch movies. I love catching up with friends.
Oh yeah, of course. Your community that you're about to link me up with.
That's that you don't want to.
No, I'm asking you, so I want to be there.
I'm a chill. I'm like a homebody, but then I also like to turn up.
I can form IJGB.
What
come on, what you mean? I schooled in the UK.
Yeah, in the UK.
I've got a master's degree from Queen's, innit? Yeah.
I cannot.
I mean, I just did 1 year.
I cannot with you.
But I can't form now. What do you mean? I lived in London.
You don't need to be worrying about any forming. People that it's you that doesn't want to link up with any of my people.
Forget about it.
Those
I've got 44 things to tell you.
My people don't sound like that.
I think East London.
But you know what's interesting? I think now there's levels of this IJGB thing. Even though I don't love the term because it has its own connotations. Okay. But there's a lot of people who visit Lagos who are coming from abroad, who have no intention of being here, but they're here for the turn-ups. They'll come during Christmas, Christmas, they party, they're now here for the party. So those people are usually people who maybe they didn't grow up visiting Nigeria. They haven't spent a lot of time in Nigeria, but they've come in recent years because of the parties, you know, versus a lot of the people I'm friends with tend to be people who went to secondary school here, you know, so who have lived here. They have a bit more of connection here, but they may have gone to school abroad. So there's different, it's not a monolith. There's a lot of complexity in the people coming back. That's why it was weird for me that people are like, oh, you just got back. And I'm like, but I've been coming for Christmas every year. I go to Ibokun in my town. Wow. Like, it's not that glamorous.
By the way,
people are like, oh, you're going to the party. I'm like, I'm going to family. Yes, I'm in Jesha. Pounded yam people.
Yes, so all right, Tito. Again, we need to end this podcast.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We can, you can come around again for another episode.
I'll come around.
Talk about something else.
Let's talk about something else.
Maybe your writing or your scriptwriting or something, you know, creative wise or something.
Creativity, living life, enjoyment.
You have a nice voice, by the way.
Thank you.
Tito voiceovers.
I can.
You can.
I can.
Have you done any?
I've done like a few.
Nice.
Yes, I can do more for the right price.
That's good.
Thank you.
Very good. All right, guys. So this is JJC in Lagos.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Catch you on the next episode. Peace out. Bye.